Howdy, hello everyone. Happy Friday. If you're in this part of the globe, Saturday. If you're in Australia, Hong Kong, Singapore, we get to move into the practice of meditation. And as we were studying the Yoga Sutras, we come across the Sanskrit word for meditation is dhyan. But before we reach dhyan, Patanjali explains, or all the rishis explains, we must first practice dharan. Dharan means concentration of the mind. And by you concentrating the mind, you will experience dhyan meditation. So there's so many dharan techniques, and we're going to use some for today. One of the first dharan techniques the yogis teach is to bring the physical body into stillness, because when the body is moving, it means the mode of rajas or passion is inside the mind and body. When you put body into stillness, the mode of goodness comes in. And if you don't fall asleep, seated up, then the mind also goes into a quiet place. And we experience meditation. Now, when meditation is experienced, what comes from it? Rishis explain, we get wisdom from inside the higher self. We get clarity. All the ignorance that we have been having our mind body disappears. So, and we get a glimpse of who we truly are. So as we bring the mode of goodness in the body, bringing it still, the mind is forced to go into that mode of goodness as well. Otherwise, if the mind of goodness is not there, rajas comes in, passion, tamas, ignorance comes in instantly. So it's a nice time to introspect. If you have an issue, one of the foot falls asleep while we're sitting still, keep your eyelids closed, but stretch the legs out, wiggle the ankle, the knees. No need to force it. Then cross it back. So let's come into your comfortable seat. Bring the palms onto the knees, touch the tip of the thumbs, the tip of the index fingers, and close the eyes softly. Before we can quiet the mind, the yogis were intelligent. They understood we must first quiet the body. Body in Sanskrit is kaya, stiram, stillness. Kaya, stiram, stillness of the body. Let's take your awareness to the right foot, from the toes to the heel. The right foot is still. To the left foot is solid. To the entire right leg, from the toes passing the calf, the knee, the thigh, to the right hip girdle, the entire right leg is immovable. To the entire left leg, from the toes all the way up to the left hip girdle, the entire left leg is stable. Take your awareness to the pelvic floor, the glutes, the lower back, the front of the pelvis. The entire pelvic floor is grounded. To the entire back, from the glutes all the way up to the shoulders, the entire back is still. Take your awareness to the right hand, fingertips to the wrists. Right hand is rigid. To the left hand is steady. Take your awareness to the entire right arm from the fingertips, passing the wrist, the forearm, the elbow, the upper arm to the right shoulder blade. The entire right arm is immovable. To the entire left arm, fingertips all the way up to your left shoulder blade. The entire left arm is stable. Bring the awareness to the neck. The neck is motionless. To the head is completely still. Take your awareness to the whole body and imagine the whole body is like a statue, immovable, stable. And as the physical body starts to move into stillness more and more as time progresses, let's work on quieting the mind, stilling the mind, bringing the mode of goodness in the mind. Bring the mind in the present moment on your amazing breath at the entrance of the nostrils. Try not to control the breath, just witness it moving in and out. As you witness the breath, sensitize the mind a little bit more and see if you can identify the slight temperature change of the breath. The incoming breath is slightly cooler. The outgoing breath with the body's toxins coming out is slightly warmer. Sensitize the mind a little bit more. And I want you to bring the mind on the breath in the rib cage. Try not to alter the movement of the rib cage, just witness it. Our organism is engineered in a certain way that as we inhale, the rib cage naturally makes a small movement up and out. As we exhale, the rib cage naturally makes a small movement in and down. Stay in the present with the breath in the rib cage now. Excellent. Now I want you to use the imaginary power of your mind and imagine the largest muscle in the rib cage, the abdominal region, the diaphragm. It separates the thoracic organs from the abdominal organs. And imagine as you inhale, that muscle flattens out. And as you exhale, the diaphragm makes a small dome shape upwards. Inhale, the muscle flattens out. Exhale, the dome shapes upwards. Stay in the present with the breath and the movement of the diaphragm now. And now move your focus of your mind to the breath in the abdomen. Try not to alter the movement of the abdomen. You, the Atma, the spiritual being, is just witnessing what the breath is doing with the abdomen. As you inhale and exhale, the abdomen naturally makes a small movement out or in. Just witness it. Excellent. And now let's witness the pathway of the breath from the entrance of the nostrils to the abdomen and back out. As you inhale slowly, feel the cool air entering, the rib cage moves up and out, diaphragm flattens, abdomen may move in or out. And as you exhale, abdomen move in or out, diaphragm dome shapes, chest move in and down, warm air leaves the nostrils. Keep witnessing the breath going in and out from the entrance of the nostrils to the abdomen and back out now. After the next exhalation, bring your awareness back to the breath of the entrance of the nostrils. And as you witness your breath at the entrance of the nostrils, introspect, recognizing your whole body from head to toe is a micro universe compared to the macro universe outside. And because we are part of the macro universe is in duality. Our micro universe is also in duality. There's a right side and there's a left side. One ear, one side, another ear, other side. Nostrils. Keep your gaze at the entrance of the nostrils. See if you can identify which nostril is allowing a greater volume of air to move in and out. Is it the right nostril, the solar, the sun, or is it the left, the moon, the lunar? Excellent. And now we're going to psychically alternate our breath. I want you to imagine the two beautiful celestial bodies. On the left side, thousands of miles away is the moon, and on the right side, thousands, millions of miles, the sun. And I want you to imagine as you inhale slowly from the left side, silver light comes in through the left nostril from the moon, touches the eyebrow center, and exhale back through the left nostril to the moon. Keep doing this for the next minute. Inhaling from the moon body, cooling rays through the nostrils to the eyebrow center. As you exhale, the beam of white light comes down, leaving the left nostril back to the moon. Keep this visualization for the next minute now. Excellent. And now after the next exhalation, take your awareness to the right side and connect to the sun globe. See it as a saffron globe, as if it is just rising up on the horizon in the morning. And as you inhale, warm, soothing light enters the right nostril, touches the eyebrow center. And as you exhale, the reddish, warmish light comes out through the right nostril and travel across space and time back to the sun globe. Inhale, warm reddish light through the right nostril, touches the eyebrow center. Exhale, the red light, warmish light comes down through the right nostril back to the sun. Continue this visualization, breathing in and out through the Pingala pathway, the solar pathway now. Excellent. After the next exhalation, we will psychically alternate the breath. And as we alternate the breath, the Atma, the spiritual being, recognizes the gifts we get from these celestial bodies constantly throughout our day, or we're always breathing through one nostril for a certain amount of time. It flips to the other side and it flips back throughout the day. Let's connect to the power of the breath. Start off with the left nostril. Imagine you're inhaling from the moon, the beam of silver, cooling light comes up through the left nostril from the moon, touches the eyebrow center. As you exhale, warm light comes down through the right nostril, leaves and travels to the sun. Inhale the warm light from the sun, goes up the right nostril to the eyebrow center. Exhale, cool silver light leaves the left nostril to the moon. Inhale through the left from the moon to the eyebrow center. Exhale, warm light to the sun. Continue to alternate the breath, your pace, no rush, for the next minute. After the next exhalation, through the left nostril, I want you to just bring your gaze into the chida, the center of the eyebrows. And as you gaze into the center of the eyebrows, I want you to recreate the sun globe on the right side of the chida and the moon globe on the left side, and see the cooling rays leaving the moon, traveling to the center of the forehead, the warm rays leaving the sun from the right side, reaching the center, and see the rays meet each other and balance each other out. And let the image disappear. Let the image disappear. And I want you to just be a passive witness. You, the Atma, just keep your awareness in that space behind the forehead. Try not to think of anything. Random thoughts may come up from the senses. You may see color, shapes, you may smell, taste, whatever comes in the mind, just witness them detachedly. A thought may come, stay for a while, leaves. Another one will come, stay for a while, leaves. And if no thoughts enter the mind, just appreciate the silence of your mind. Now, detach witness. You, the Atma, the spiritual being, spending time with your amazing mind. This time, I want you to create an object in your mind and you hold the thought for about 5 or 6 seconds. It can be anything you want to think of. I want you to choose a thought now, hold it in the mind, give it the form, give it a color, hold that thought in the mind now. And now cast it away, get rid of that object. And now choose another object now, hold it in the mind. Random object, you choose it, you create it in the mind, give it color, shape, hold that object in the mind now. Nothing else exists but the thought you created. Cast it away, get it out of your mind. Now create another object. Give that object its shape, color. Nothing else exists in your mind but that object. Now get rid of it and continue in this fashion for the next minute. You create an object, hold it for 5 to 10 seconds, concentrate your mind on that object, get rid of it, choose another one. Continue at your pace now. No random thoughts. After the next object that you cast away, I want you to now just witness the mind space. This time, as you spend time with your mind, you, the spiritual being, witnessing your mind, I want your mind to bring up the thoughts randomly. Whenever a thought randomly comes into your mind, you witness it, you hold it for a little bit, and then cast it away. Another random thought will come up from your mind, hold it for a bit, cast it away. If no random thoughts enter your mind, just appreciate the silence of your mind. Keep your gaze in the center of the eyebrows now. Again, this time you're not creating any thought, you're just witnessing. Let it come up randomly. Excellent. And now this time, I want you to choose an object that is second nature to you. You can hold it in the mind. Your object, choose an object, and we're going to try and keep that object in the mind for 1 minute. Concentrate on it. Choose your object now. Hold it steady. No random thoughts. Only your object is in the mind now. Excellent. And now I want you to let your object disappear. And this time, for the next minute, keep your mind clear. No random thoughts. You're not creating any thought pattern. Keep your gaze in the mind, and with your willpower, keep the mind free from any thought. Keep the mind blank. Very good. And now let's leave the mind space and enter the heart space. Yogis call it Hridayakash, that space behind your rib cage, in front of the backbone, that space above your diaphragm, below the clavicle. Take your awareness, the Atma, spread your consciousness in the heart space now. And as you inhale, feel the heart space naturally expanding. And as you exhale, the heart space naturally contracts. Stay in that beautiful space in the region of the heart space now. And we've been sitting still for a while, so it'll be easier to find your amazing heartbeat. See if you can find your heartbeat now as it thumps, dum, dum, dum. The yogis recognize two things are always taking place in the present moment. Our breath is in the present, and our heartbeat. As we attach our mind to either one of them, the mind comes into the present moment. Stay in the present with your heartbeat now. The heart space governs our emotions. I want you to bring into your memory a time when you experienced deep gratitude for something. And as you bring that experience of gratitude in the heart space, color the heart space, give gratitude a color. I want you to remember a time when you experienced total quietness, total peace. Remember a time when you experienced totally peace, maybe in a shavasana pose or on the beach somewhere, and give your heart space a color for inner tranquility, inner peace. As we go through this incarnation, God sends us a situation, a person that triggers the emotion of anxiety. Recall a situation of anxiety you experience in this incarnation and give anxiety a color in the heart space. In this incarnation, we've experienced that powerful emotion of hope in our experience in this journey. Remember a time when you were very hopeful, and give hope a color in the heart space. Choose a color for hope. Along with all these amazing emotions, each and every one of us have experienced when we did an act of compassion in this lifetime. Remember one of those compassionate acts you did and give compassion a color in the heart space. And for the next minute, I want you to just sit in stillness in the heart space and recognize right next to you right now is Paramatma, Lord in the heart, who gifted you the brain, the nervous system, who gifted you the breath, the universe, your interactions, all these emotions God created. Sitting in the presence of divinity with awe and reverence, grateful for all these gifts. Excellent. And we want to always remember that in this incarnation, we're never alone. Divinity is right next with us constantly. As we quiet our mind, we can then start to listen to divinity in the heart. Always with us in this journey of life. Grateful for this life. Bring your focus back to the center of your eyebrows, the Chitta. And as you, the Atma, projecting your consciousness back in the eyebrows, we contemplated Tapasya in our last week of the sutras. Tapasya is austerity, a willing challenge we give ourselves so we can evolve, so we can step out of our comfort zone. Each and every one of us know our evolution. I want you to use the same sankalpa you used over the last week. Maybe it's for 24 hours, I will find no fault with anyone. Maybe for 24 hours, I will stay on a juice fast. Maybe for 24 hours, I will stay away from technology. Whatever you chose, I want you to plant that sankalpa in your mind space 3 times now, mentally. Excellent. I know that you have the willpower to take that desire of transformation from the mind into the 3-dimensional world outside. Yogis are always looking for something to challenge themselves so we can keep growing. The only way we can go manifest it, bring it from the mind to the 3-dimensional world is because of the gift of our breath. Bring your focus back to the gift of the breath at the entrance of the nostrils. Witness your breath with awe and reverence. As we come to an end of the journey today, let's chant the Om mantra together once. Om. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale slowly. Become aware of the room you're in, any external noises. Move the fingers slowly. Bring the palms to the heart. Lower your head towards your higher self, the Atma, towards Paramatma, Lord in the heart. Namaste. Lift the head. Open your eyes. Thank you all so much for sharing your association with us today. Hope you all have a beautiful weekend. Go manifest that Sankalpa. Live from the heart space. I look forward to seeing you all on Monday again. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you so much, Bethany. Thank you, Nan. Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you, Vicharu.
Mahalo, Greg. Thank you, Helen Angeline.
Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle. Mahalo, Mai. Mahalo, Marina. Thank you, Jean. Hari Om Tat Sat.